Most action cameras on the market today sell their cameras with 8K built in, but do you actually need to use 8K within these cameras? Today, we're testing out the DJI Action 6 that you're looking at right now, the GoPro Mission 1 you're viewing me from now, and then also the Ace Pro 2. All three of these cameras have 8K. Let's see if it's worth using 8K or if you're better off with 4K. This video is actually thanks to Kolang Music. Sorry if I said your name wrong, but he requested that I do this 8K comparison and also test the overheating between both these cameras while recording in 8K, and also how much battery life both of these cameras have. I'm also going to test that Ace Pro 2 as well. So hopefully you find value in this video, because I was actually curious as well how this would perform in that 8K mode. So let's see. We're also going to test it up against 4K as well, of course. That's the only way we're able to really see whether or not we actually need that 8K. Looking at me now from the DJI Action 6. How does this look? Now you're viewing me from the Ace Pro 2 in 8K. How does this look in comparison? Okay, now let's move into this tree line here where the GoPro really struggles. Because of this, I actually set the auto exposure on the camera to 0.5 EV. I set the, Jesus, oh, that's a new hat, lovely. I set the Action 6 to 0.3 plus EV, and the Ace Pro 2 is set to, I think, 0.5 EV. Now, how is it handling? Now, testing out all of these cameras here in 4K 30, and the Ace Pro 2 is actually at 0.7 EV. How does this look? Maybe I am a little bit overexposed on the Ace Pro 2. Is there a bit of a difference when looking at these different clips between 8K and 4K? We're going to do some still shot comparisons next to give you a bit better of an idea. And in those tests, we're going to do some close-up magnifications on the different corners of the shot, just to give you a bit clearer of an idea, because I know it's a little bit hard to gauge sharpness and clarity between all these shots while I'm walking around. So let's check that out now. There's a woodpecker here in the tree line. I want to see if we can capture it with this 8K. Oh, he sees me. Thing hits that thing hard though, it's crazy. Fortunately, the woodpecker moved away right as I got close, but were we able to get decent quality when I zoomed in on either of these? Because that really is one of the major benefits of 8K within these cameras. In theory, there's often not a substantial difference between that 4K and 8K though. This spot right here is one of my favorite spots to do the sharpness test. It just is an excellent spot in my opinion for this. Right now, I'm shooting in 8K on the GoPro. It's the camera you're watching me from now. And now you're watching me from the DJI Action 6. Now I'm coming to you from the Ace Pro 2 at that 8K setting. How does this look? I'll move out of the frame. Now back once again from the GoPro, you're watching me in 4K. And now you're watching me on the DJI Action 6 in 4K. How does this look? Now I'm coming to you from the Ace Pro 2 at that 8K setting. How does this look? I'll move out of the frame. On to the next shot now with the Mission 1 in 8K. How does this look? Now the Action 6, how does this look? Now this is how the Ace Pro 2 looks at 8K 30. What do you think? Does it look all right? You're watching me now from the Mission 1 at 4K 30. How does this look? Now, coming from the Action 6, how does this look at 4K 30? Now I'm shooting in 4K 30 on the Ace Pro 2. How does this look? I really hope you like that side-by-side, having the 4K on the right-hand side and the 8K on the left-hand side. I think will be pretty easy for people to tell the difference. Now, because I know YouTube does compress things quite heavily, I will actually include a Google Drive link with the JPEGs where I've captured the stills within my DaVinci project, and you can look at those, and it might allow a little bit extra resolution that you may not be seeing within YouTube. So if you really want to pixel peep at those images, I will supply that link within the description. One thing to keep in mind, if you do like to shoot in 4:3 mode, you will not be able to shoot 8K within any of these cameras. It's strictly limited to only 16:9 shooting. Looking at my findings, the Mission 1 died at 37 minutes and 22 seconds, which is in line with what DC Rainmaker shared when he was first reviewing the cameras. The Ace Pro 2 died at 44 minutes and 26 seconds, and the DJI Action 6 died at 88 minutes and 57 seconds. And when I went to go turn the camera on, the battery was completely dead. Now, this is actually a re-upload where I had originally tested the cameras a bit too close to one another, and in this test, the GoPro was able to get 10 more minutes out of it. And on top of that, I recorded the last video in 30 frames and accidentally uploaded it for the first time ever in 24 frames. So I really hope that you appreciate the effort going into this re-release of this video, trying to make things as good as possible for you guys. And I don't want anyone to question my integrity by purposely or unintentionally compromising the overheating test. Overall, I'm impressed with all of these cameras. I don't really think you need to worry about overheating within these cameras. If you do want to extend the duration, however, of these cameras, having a draft like this would likely help. I'm sure if I were to run the GoPro right now, could likely get it up to 45 minutes, or it may not shut off at all until the battery dies. Closing things up right now in the video, thank you Kolong Music for the video idea today. I hope you all learned something watching this. Let me know in the comments, do you think it is worth it to shoot in 8K? Or is it a little bit of a gimmick? Signing off, links to buy all the cameras are down in the description. Any support buying through that greatly helps what I do here. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.